It is always a sucker punch, but it's usually not as bad as you think. Hi, this is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, which is premium private investigator training from someone who's been there and done that. This is one that I know a little bit from working loss prevention, well, maybe more than a little bit, but a lot from surveillance. And what I've discovered over the years is that when there's a fight, it's almost always a sucker punch. Even when people are kind of fronting off and threatening each other, and even after a couple of punches have been thrown, still a sucker punch will come in. And here's what I mean by that. Obviously, it's just good sense if you need to win a fight for the fact of preserving your life or serious bodily harm. If you get the chance to do a sucker punch, if you're involved in a fight and the guy looks away, looks back at his girlfriend, whatever it is, taking a sucker punch is a good way to get a nice, clean, good punch in that gives you a chance to run. Now, this is just basic survival, and I think people know this instinctually. The reason I say this is because I've just seen it so many times in real life. I'll be watching some corner surveillance, and a couple of people will get into a beef with each other, and a fight will break out. And even though the fight will go several punches or many punches, a lot of times it's when a guy looks away or is trying to walk away that he'll get sucker punched. Now, of course, sucker punching someone that's trying to walk away, that doesn't fall into the category of self-defense. That doesn't fall into that category of you trying to protect yourself from death or serious injury. But on the street, a lot of people fight that way. And even if someone's trying to disengage from the fight, if they look away, that's when the punch comes. So I want you to know that. Now, the good news is that in real life, I have never seen a sucker punch debilitate somebody, just take them out completely. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm sure if you search online, you can find tons of videos like that. But they're kind of online because they are more of an aberration than what's the norm. I can tell you from watching plenty of these fights in real life and being sucker punched plenty in real life that it's just not as bad as you think, and it's not necessarily a fight ender. So don't be afraid of the sucker punch, but be aware, look around, know what's going on. I will add in one little bonus tip for you here, and it's about men who hit women. My experience, most men who hit women, and to be honest with you, all the men that I've come across like this, and this comes mostly, I know, from process serving. Men who hit women are more reluctant to hit another man, with one exception: if your back is turned. And again, this falls right squarely into that sucker punch. So if you're serving someone that you know has been guilty of domestic violence, if you're serving someone where there's a restraining order against them because of violence against the wife, then be aware, like you always should with everybody you serve them the papers, and then take a couple steps back. Be out of arm's reach before you start to turn, and listen to hear if they're coming up on you, that type of thing. Just be smart about it like you would any service of process, but be advised that that's a very likely time. If you're going to get hit, they're going to wait until you're not looking, because like I said at the beginning of the video, it's always a sucker punch. This is Larry Kaye with ShadowAnyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.